Welcome back to the Learning Studio. This is the Biological Sciences series, and today we begin a brand new section, Evolution and Ecology. Our first topic is one of the most powerful ideas in all of science, natural selection and adaptation. If you missed our genetics and genomics topics, like the Human Genome Project, the full playlist is linked below in the description. Here's a thought. Why do giraffes have long necks? Why do polar bears have white fur? And why do bacteria keep becoming resistant to antibiotics? The answer lies in the process Charles Darwin called natural selection, the engine of evolution. What is natural selection? Natural selection is the process by which individuals with traits better suited to their environment survive and reproduce more successfully than others. Over time, these traits become more common in the population. In short, variation exists in populations. Competition for survival occurs. Adaptation happens when beneficial traits give an advantage. Evolution is the outcome. Populations change across generations. What is adaptation? An adaptation is a trait that increases an organism's fitness, its ability to survive and reproduce. Adaptations can be structural, physical features like camouflage, sharp teeth, or wings. Physiological, biochemical processes like producing antifreeze proteins in Arctic fish. Behavioral, actions like migration, hibernation, or hunting strategies. Case studies and examples. Case study 1, peppered moths. During the Industrial Revolution in England, moths with darker wings became more common because they were camouflaged against soot-covered trees. Case study 2, antibiotic resistance. Bacteria evolve resistance to drugs because the few survivors with resistance genes reproduce quickly. Case study 3, Darwin's finches. On the Galapagos Islands, finches develop different beak shapes depending on available food sources. Darwin's view versus modern genetics. Darwin described natural selection in the 1800s, but he didn't know about DNA. Today, we understand that variations arise through mutations and genetic recombination. Inheritance is explained by Mendelian genetics. Evolutionary changes can now be measured using population genetics and molecular biology. This fusion of Darwin's theory with modern genetics is known as the modern synthesis. Why it matters in evolution and ecology. Natural selection explains why species adapt to changing environments, why biodiversity exists, why humans have traits shaped by our evolutionary past. It's also crucial in applied sciences, fighting drug resistance, conserving endangered species, and even designing vaccines. Past, present, and future relevance. In the past, Darwin and Wallace revolutionized biology with the concept of natural selection. In the present, scientists observe evolution happening in real time, from viruses like COVID-19 to climate-driven changes in animals. In the future, understanding adaptation may help humans cope with new global challenges like climate change and emerging diseases. Why watch this playlist? This playlist covers the 30 most important topics in biological sciences, from molecules to ecosystems. Whether you're a student preparing for exams, a teacher looking for resources, or a curious learner, this series gives you the foundation to understand life from its smallest parts to its grandest patterns. So that's our introduction to natural selection and adaptation, the powerful process that explains how life changes and thrives in a constantly shifting world. In our next lecture, we'll continue the evolution and ecology section with speciation and phylogenetics, how new species form, and how scientists trace the tree of life. Welcome again to the Learning Studio. Don't forget to check the playlist link below and subscribe so you won't miss the journey ahead. Because once you understand natural selection, you begin to understand the engine that drives all of biology.